So the only stock that I really like this morning is FHTX for continuation. Don't really see anything else that's moving, but SFHTX has a very little volume, so it may be moving very weird today, but I think it can still continue. This daily chart just looks absolutely good because it pretty much has an open skies up to 25, right? Let me do an extended line. Pretty much has room up to the 25 possibly. So that's a nice little move. I'm just going to be looking on the open for a dip. Look for that nice dip and get ready for some more play in this range above 1892. But I do want to see a dip first. See where that new bottom is. Let's see. Good morning, J Kratz. Looking for a red to green move on FTX. It's the only one I really like for continuation. Everything else just does not look good to me. What I would like to see is it open, dip down, and then I play the red to green move. That's what I'm looking for. That's the plan today on FHTX. Everything else on BFRI is fading from yesterday. Had an absolute choppy day all through the day. I know that hurt a lot of people on BFRI. I kind of stayed away from it because it was so choppy. CFVI still going down. Yeah, FHTX is going to be the one for me today. I like the way that it came up, gave a little bit of a spurt out here to the 20, and now has come down and consolidated again right here on the 17. And I'm just going to see what it wants to do towards the open. Can it pick up some more volume, and can I buy a nice little dip for a red to green move? That's the plan. Anyway, I hope it doesn't explode before the open. I will hope for it to just consolidate here, but we'll see. But on the daily chart, man, this thing just looks like it has open skies. For real. Love this daily candle here. Right at the top. Of course, it's going to open down here, but man, that 19 break was going to be beautiful. Well, looks like it wants to get the party started early, but I'm still going to wait for the open for a nice dip. Nice little dip back to this area, maybe of the 1713 is going to be the floor. Try to buy as close to that as possible and see if we can get some more movement up. What's up, Daniel B? Yeah, the only stock that I'm really interested in right now is FHTX. On the open, want to dip and want to play that red to green. Yeah, and they had FHTX had a investor drop some money in there. Eli, not an investor, but a foundation dropped some money in here from the Eli Lilly collaboration. So I went and looked up Eli Lilly, and they pretty much are a big donation company, big like investment type ish company. And they definitely dropped where's the news? I think they dropped like 1 billion. Yeah, yeah. Surges. Yeah, here it is. 1.5 billion cancer pack with Eli Lilly. That's why, and that's why I was like, why is this thing going down so much? But now it's giving a little bit of a move up. I just want to dip and a dip entry on the open. And I'm very willing to trade it to on the 5 minute. I'm not gonna wait for a pull a 15-minute pullback because it might just get going. Might just get going. But if it does fall through the floor at the beginning, that's even better. I just buy the bottom because right now we're still waiting for a nice strong trend to develop here, but it is holding higher levels. We see it held down here on the 1521, ramped all the way up here to the 20s, came back and sat down on the 17. That's $2 higher than this 15. So definitely not looking horrible. What's up, Donnell? Definitely not looking horrible there. Just need to see some more of that volume come in, some of that sweet, sweet volume. Everything else just looking like death. Barren scans. Yeah, well, I'm just interested in FHTX. That's my main go-to today for continuation. I love the daily chart on FHTX. It just looks great. Look at that daily chart. Big old green candle. It's gonna open up around this level on the green candle. All it needs to do is break 19. Do a $2 rip, and we're in the green for a red to green move if it opens up red. I want to see a dip and then a run back through. Buy AFRM at $100 long term. Daniel B. Spy tripped. Let me see what. Oh yeah, yeah. Spy is definitely definitely searching for a bottom. Where's the Spy? Yeah, look at that Spy taking a nice little ride down. But don't let it fool you. It only knows one direction. Just taking a break. I hope FHTX doesn't go too early, man. It's looking like it's getting real poppy around the 18. If it breaks 18, it might just go. I want to wait till the open to see this dip first. Give us a nice dip by around that 17, 15-ish area is where I'm looking to be taking some there. Let me go ahead and draw my lines over here on Street Smart. So we got a nice support line down there at the 15. Got a new one right up here. We just don't know where the trend will end. 1725 is that 200 moving average. It may go down and touch that 200 moving average and bounce back up off of that 1720 area on the 5 minute. Let's see. support. My opinion, convenient time of year to see selling before the end of the calendar year. Choppy, we're here on, but nobody knows nothing. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely true. How the AMC retards. Oh, I posted on the site about the AMC retards, and they are definitely jumping. They're giving up their positions because it's getting super risky at the end of the year for AMC and what was that other one? GameStop, because they have no reason to be held up. People are just killing their positions now. It's like a short paradise. Come on, man. I want to see this thing drop on down. Back towards this 725 level. Give me a nice little risk. Risk to reward down there. Got about 15 minutes to the bell. Want to play a red to green move on FHTX for a possible move up into these levels here. It's got a lot of, actually, it might have some resistance there at the $20 as well. But still, want to see it try to break these highs. If it can, that would be absolutely fantastic. But I want to see that dip off the open first if it comes. Looking at FHTX One Life, FHTX. Want to see a possible gap fill. It's got the 1838 up there for a gap fill and then could go higher. This man. What do you think, One Life on FHTX? Do you think it's done or you think it's still, with this daily chart, I'm just not convinced that it's done here. Just not convinced. But this is why I'm waiting on the open. Don't want to get caught in something that's too not interested in, unless it breaks what is the yesterday's high was 2081 is where you want to see it break. 2081, that's a while away. That is a while away. And then you're not interested. I got you one life. Trying to dodge it, man. You're trying to dodge it. I'm willing to play it though. I am willing. Once I see this open, that seems to take forever to come. I mean, it seems like it's already done a bit of selling off from the 20 down to the 17. That's already some selling off, looks like to me. It's about a $2 range down here for it to get back to those lows of yesterday. So I don't know if it can push all the way through $2. What's up, Lori? It's a hard push there. Appreciate that, Lori. We're gonna try, man. We're gonna try. There's not a lot of heat in the market right now, so I'm looking for continuation on FHTX. Hopefully, I don't get my shoes taken. GRTX on the break of VWAP. GRTX. Oh, let this be something. It's $3. Yeah, it may break VWAP, but looking at the, or actually let me bring y'all over here. Looking at the daily chart, look at this. Look at this. It's where it's up here somewhere. I don't know if it's got enough juice to gap fill. Let me see. GRTX. What's the news on it? Announces endpoint met statistical significance and corrected top-line efficacy of phase 3 Roman trial of Vaccipasium. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it yet. It's got to come on up. Come on up. Only thing on your watch list are the banks and business sectors that are green. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I said building. Banks and building sectors. Oh, well, sometimes the brain tends to fart on life, you know. See if it can get going down here. If it does break down this, I may have to wait on higher lows to form on that FHTX. May have to wait on it if it breaks down this 1725. But we'll see. It could have a super strong recovery. But just needs some more action, more volume in it. Sava is on your daily watch. Let's go look at Sava. Sava making those moves. About 7 minutes left to the open. Six minutes left. Take a restroom break before we get here. Oh man. Now, I don't know about the first count. I want to see it. I want to see it give me a reason to purchase it. It is still in the negatives right now, but if it can get going, be beautiful. Don't really see anything else, but I am willing to play a smaller share size because if it does launch up, you know, maybe the most I can get off of it is $1 up here to the 1892 and then it fails. So let's just say if that's the top, I can look for $1 maybe. Maybe. But it's got to get that volume in there. Daniel B, man, you're funny, man. Three minutes left. I'm gonna just let it open up. See if anything looks better than it. STRN. STRN has been grinding up, but it's just a slow grinder. Low float movers. We have BFRI, which has faded. Most of these are continuation because there's no real news out today. STRN, and all of these, look at their volumes. Their volumes are not even close to 1 million. So STRN, SV, whatever this thing is, it's opening up as a SPAC. New scale power to go public. Yeah, it's a SPAC merger, looks like. Yeah, not too interested in that one. BGI, trash. Oh my gosh, there's some trash in here. This is why I'm focusing on something that's already moving up, because all these other ones just don't look good. The daily charts just look messy. So I'm gonna see. I just want to see, man. 50 seconds left until FHTX either bombs or shows us some type of movement. But I'm gonna definitely wait for some volume to come into it. But there is definitely danger in the market today. FHTX coming on down. How far will you dip? Got a huge range down here where it could possibly find a bottom. About 20 seconds left. Let's see you go. Market opening. Can we see a dip? No movement yet. Wait for some volume. What do you want to do? No dip yet. Can we get some red? Can we please get some red so I can buy a dip? Come on, don't go yet. Get some red. Get some of that red in there. Y'all know y'all want to sell off. Get some red. Oh my gosh. No red. But this is the first minute anyway, so we'll let the first minute play out. See if it gets shorted down. There we go. There's some nice red right there. Nice little pop down here to the bottom. How far do you want to go? Can you continue to push through the 17? There we go. All right, so let's see if this thing can find a bottom somewhere. This nice little top here. Gonna let that candle play. Getting bought up there. Risk is a 17.11 right now. So I do like this one. It's big indecision though. Let's let it play. Can it go down any further? First 5 minutes. See some red on the tape. Nice little pop up there. Oh, boy. So on the daily chart, it needs to get back up here to the 1770 to go green, and then a push up to the 18s would be where it needs to go. But right now, will it crack down to $17? Giving it some time. There's a 17 hit right there. Let it do its thing down here. Well, I do both, but there's no real uptrend on this one to set up yet. I mean, we can now start kind of seeing a little bit of an uptrend here, but I mean, if there's nothing there, I can't really put a buy area in there with this lack of data. All right, so let's call this the trend here then. We'll see if it can just hold up this level here. That little trend right there. Draw trend line, and I might be looking for some entries here before it goes. It's holding up this level, this trend here. This will be the risk level down here. How far is that? To the 17, so that's 41 cents. Okay. Let's see what it wants to do here. Can we get some more volume behind it? Does it want to break down this trend? See the 17, 14s on the bid. They're going to get pushed back down. Open up very low right there. Can it continue down to this trend again and possibly hold if this is the trend? If it is, that would be great. But we will see. Wish I can get it all on one. Well, I guess I can see it over here. Let's see how it does here. There we go. All right, so yeah, I want to see it hold this little trend area up. Can you do it? Waiting on that good old volume. Not seeing anything else that I would like to participate in as of now. STRN got absolutely destroyed by the shorts. $17 is where it's holding right above. Nice risk level will be the $17 now. 21 cents down. Giving it a little bit of time to try to test this trend again. Will it get that push through this bottom? Volume starting to come into it. Breaking down that 17. Can it get a continuation push through that 17? Trying to hold this trend up, possibly. Okay, 16.95. Starting to hold around this level. 16.95. It's got a couple minutes left on this 15-minute candle. We'll see if it wants to go higher. Just hold in there. The first candle was barely 100,000 shares traded. So giving it some time. Can it pull back over this previous low and start holding the 1730? Can we see that 1715 come up there? Getting nice and slow around this bottom. Can we get that push through the 17? So as of now, 1689 will be the all out if I were to enter. Keeps flip-flopping. Should be opening up the new 5-minute candle there. Getting a little bit of a trend set up. So at 1730, we'll see if it can hold around there. Will it face rejection at the 1730? Okay, a little bit of rejection, 1725. Trying to get pushed down. Can it hold up to 17 again? 17 becoming a very hard level for it to break down. Almost 500,000 shares traded. Starting to get a little bit of volume, but just watching. Okay, yeah, there it is. Some nice buying right there. Nice. Can we get a pullback off the VWAP? It's a little bit of a pullback. How big will this pullback be? So got up there and touched the VWAP. Still giving it time. Don't want to get trapped in here. Want to see it test that 17 again if it can and hold above it. Three minutes left on this 5-minute candle and this 15-minute candle. Throwing a little wick down there. Again, holding up on that this $16, $17 level. Giving some more problems down there for them, but I see on the bid the $17. So let's see if we'll get a little push down, or will this 17 start? Will it start to get back above the 17? Okay, going back down. Holding up again. 1701. Can we see 1705, 1710? Trying to see if it can hold here. Very close call for it. If it doesn't, it's going to go ahead and try to break down on us. 1704 is right there. Coming on up. Getting bought off these levels. So I like the hold there again. So that's 3 times it's tried to go down but held. About to close this 15-minute candle. And we'll see if any buying comes in at the end of this. I may look to take small share size here and let it play off this trend. So I'm going to take a little bit here. I want to see that 710 come up if possible. Can we see that 710? Nice. Took a little bit there. I want to see this trend hold up on small share size. 689 right now is the out. 680, 1680. It doesn't want to hold up. But entering small, if it wants to break down, okay. Dipping through that little trend a little bit. Can it get a pop back up? Through a little wick down there. 17's holding there. Coming to a problem. Can we see the 1705s? Tried to break down. $17. Can we see the 17s back on the bid? $17.09's nice. I like that. Anything above the 1705 and I'll add. Add it there. Bottom is a 1690. Add it again. So this bottom 1687 is my bottom for now. 20 shares in. Looking for this 1690 to hold. 1675 will be the out for now. Holding up this little trend, so if it can hold up that 1675, I'll still be interested. Can we see back over to 1705 is the question. Wants to break down here? Oh well. Just be out. Let's see the bottom 1685 is where I come up to. 1685. We're out. Waiting and watching. There we go. Getting a little feed right there. I like that. If it comes down again, I'll add on the dip. Did not come down. We'll let that play ball. Can it play ball or not? In small share size, 20 shares, but hey, risk a little bit for a lot more. So let's see if we can get that push through. 1729 there. Coming on back down. Can it show us red? Popping on up there. I guess I'm not going to get a chance to add to this one. Looking for the continuation here, if possible. Bottom right now is the 1687. I'm going to let it play. As long as it's holding this trend. Looks like it wants to go green on the day, going green there on the daily chart. We're going to let it play, getting a little bit more volume behind it. And we'll see if it can continue over this top of the 1799, if possible. I'm looking to move my stop up to break even. Getting a little short pressure there. If it wants to come back down and through, it's okay. I will be okay with that. Tried to go green, could not hold green, but definitely is away from my stop for now. So giving it some time to play. Do the buyers want to see it get up? Can we see that 1720 come back into play? Very short-lived 1720 right there. Can we see 1 million shares traded on this thing? $17.20 on the bid. Can it pop over the 17.20s again? Or does it want to dive? It's like it wants to dive on me. If it cracks out of this trend, I'll be out. Let's see what you want to do here. Are you done? Breaking down to 17, pushing back to that trend line, not looking like it wants to hold it. My stop is right under this previous green candle if it doesn't want to hold here. 17 is back on the bid. Can we see the 1701? Nope. Okay, there's a little buy up. So it is holding this trend a little bit. There's a couple of confirmations there, giving it some time to figure out if it wants to go higher. Not really looking to add to this one because it's kind of I mean, it got away from the trend, but it's not really pushing away from the trend heavy. Okay, there's another little throwdown there, failure to push out there of that 1688. Looking for a new green 5-minute candle to open up here in less than a minute, if we can get it. Seventeens have disappeared off the bid. Can we get some of that sporadic movement in there? See anything else that's moving? BFRI still grinding up. Let me put that one on watch. BFRI. Opening up lower, so it is cracking down. If it cracks, I'll go ahead and get out because it's got two different bottoms down here that it could open up. If it doesn't crack, I'll be looking to add back across before it hits my entry price. So just waiting. Can we get back over the 17s is the question. $17.04, just holding that trend nice right there for now. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. Can it hold up that 17? Will it become a real problem for it? 1711s, but this is still to the downside. I'm gonna wait for some higher lows to look for ads. I'm not trying to add now because it can still fail very easily. Need a break of that 1715. Can we see the 1701s on the bid? Not even getting the 1701s there. Yeah, it's probably gonna crack down. Keeps losing itself here. See a stack at the 17. There's a 1715 there. Big indecision of which way it wants to go. Holding this trend though still. There we go. Little move up there again. How far will it get pushed down, if at all? Just holding what I got. Ooh, big short pressure. This one's getting dangerous. See if it'll come back down again. Coming down again, getting that repeat pressure there. But it is working its way away from the 17, which is good. $17.15. That's multiple times of failure on the VWAP. Can we see that 17 hold on the bid? About to close up this 15-minute candle here in a few minutes. Indecision, which way does it want to go? Kind of pausing a little bit. Will it give us some motion? Plenty of time for buyers to get in down here if they're going to get in. Yep. Adding there. Size just came in. I will be out at the 1689 down there. 1687. Let that little 25 shares play for me. Okay, so ready to let that play as long as it holds that trend. Can it do the VWAP break here? A good VWAP break. Coming back down again. Can we hold here? Pulling back up there right above the trend, so it's making a higher low than the trend here. Will it break down? 1690. Yeah, 1690s basically is my out. So average price 17.15, 1690 break, I'll be out. Looking like it wants to push down for real this time. Will it stop me out past the 90s? Or will we see the 1701 come back up again? 1690 on the bid, about to get stopped. What's the bottom of this? 1688, okay. Can it pop back up over the 17s, or will it go ahead and stop me? 16.99, throwing a wick down there. Trying to get a little push through. Can we see that 96 come back up on the bid? Big buyer. Can we see him step in? Or will this be a short win? Can we pull back up above that trend line? Short's getting beat out here. I mean, the buyer's getting beat out here. Not seeing that 96 come back up quickly. So they're not trying to buy it off this trend. There's 702. Can we hold the 17s here? Still on the 15-minute trend line here, if it can hold. Breaking down there, breaking the 90s on the bid, just not looking good. Should be out there, right? I almost hit my stop out right there. Needs a little bit more of a push to the 87 and I'll be out. Pop back up. Almost got stopped out there by the stop hunters. Let's see if they get me this time. 87. Bounced all the way back up there. Okay, still holding the trend. Giving it some time to hold over the 17. Can we see that 95 pop back in? Anything over the 90s, 91, 92. 705 right there, 1705. Opening up above the trend again. Still holding this level. Can we get the break now of the 1690s? Back up above the trend here. Can we see that 1701 come up? Nice little bounce off the trend for a possible add. Okay, pushing down, looking like it wants to break the 1690s now. Does not look like it's playing anymore. Okay, getting back up there to the 17s again. Another failure to try to break down here. Can we see it over the 7 up? Almost stopped me out again. 1 cent away from my stop out. But I'm not going to move it. If it wants to stop me out, I just look for new entries. Coming back down to the 90s. There we go. Okay. That looks good. Can we hold up that 17 now? Yep. All right, so I may be taking another entry under this 60. Want to see the 1701. Anything above the 17 start to come up. So I can possibly look to add off this trend. Back under the 17s, not looking good on the bid. we get over that 17 again? There we go, 1705s. And it showed me some green here. Looking for that 17, anything on the bid, throwing a little wick up there off this trend. 1701 there, but not seeing any stacks. I want to see stacks of 17s. There we go. Got a nice little size coming in there. Can we see that 1705 back on there? Not yet. $17.03. Still not seeing any transitions on the bid. $17.10. This thing's about to pop. 17.10 up there. Add it there. Bottom is a 1687, where I'll be looking to bid a do. It wants to come down and stop me out. All right, so we'll see what it wants to do off this bottom. Then holding this trend for a little bit. Nice, I see stacks. Stacks of 1710s. Not big size though. Okay, there. Adding one more time there. 35 shares in, 1688 as out. Looking for it to go higher here. 35. I think it was 1685 was out. There. Yeah. All right, so we'll see if it can continue to hold this trend. Can we go back green on the day? It's looking for this thing to pull a red to green move at the 1750s. If it can get up and get going. 1718 coming into play. Got to get past that VWAP of the 1726. 1720s on the bid now. There we go. Now, what kind of action are you going to give us? Right now, the risk, 1716 down to the 1687. So how many cents is that? That is 1716 16 minus 1685. 31 cents on 35 shares. 35 times 31 would be $10.85 risk if it does not want to go here. $10.85. I'm willing to risk $10 to make whatever it wants to give us today. Can we break over this high of the 1760 and continue to hold this trend upward? So risking 1085 for a possible maybe 2-to-1, 3-to-1 situation. If it pulls the green move, that would be fantastic. Getting more and more volume in this thing. Can we get up to 1 million shares traded? Can we push out of that 1750 strong? Nice. 1750 getting touched. Was not able to break it. Ooh, look at that jump. Yeah, boy. 1085 looking real nice right now. Came up to that top trend line, was not able to break out, but it's still well within my risk. So I'm gonna let it play above that and just risk that $10 on this play. They can go green, great. Getting up there to the 1778s. Can we continue? Can it get that 18 up there? There, nice, nice. Nice little push out there. Ooh, 1814. I knew this thing could pull a red to green. Let's see if it can continue to push in the previous day. 1815s. All right, so at this point, my break even is going to become my out, so I can just kind of like not die. But it's this trend line is way down here, so I'm gonna give it time to play before I move anything. Let's see if it can get a continual push here. Struggling on the red to green. Little dip there, big dip. Let's see if it wants to continue to just flatten out and then go higher, or if it wants to just crack all the way down. Anything else? Popped out of there. Can it hold up that 1750 is the question. And start consolidating up here around that 1750 level. Because right now my stop is below the 17. Getting up to that million shares traded there, getting some nice pops. Oh, you may ask, why am I not taking half? Well, I'm okay with losing 10 bucks. So I'm going to let this thing play for me. You know, I'm in 35 shares, which isn't huge size. I'm like, hey, let it play. If it wants to fail, if it's actually the wrong idea, let it fail on me. But as long as it's holding this trend line, I am okay with it. All right, anything else? ISIG came back up here. BFRI still bunching up there as well. Let's go look at this one. This one making very small movements though. My target was the so I want this thing to hold green on the day is the plan, but the first target is the 19 up there. I want to see if it can get back up there because look at the daily chart. Above this is pretty much open skies. So I'm like, bro, let me just get a little bit of play in here and see if it can get up into this area here. Especially if it gets to 20, I mean 20 may be the spot. I may just take everything, but really that 18, 19 level is what I was looking at. Yes, I do have profit targets, man. What do you mean, J Kratz? That is definitely the framework way. Profit targets, man. Gotta have them. Looking for that 1750 to get a nice pop here, if possible. Or will this be a chop factory? 1750, can it get a little bit of a help through here? 1746, 1754. Still not getting that huge buying pressure yet. BFRI moved from the $6 up to the $7. Nice little move there. Let's see, this is 621. So this is just going to be a grinder again today. We'll let it play and see if that was the first. This is the first red candle, but I don't know if it's done coming down. It's very, very straight up stock here. This thing just hit the bottom, 614, and just bounced. No, there's no commissions here. No commissions. All this is free trading. All right, holding up that 757. If it can consolidate up here, that would be dope. Let's see what kind of, can you stay above this trend is the question. Right now, the trend break would be 1705. It is green on the day. If it can hold that 1750 and push on up to the 1760s, that's where we would like to see it go. Almost to 1 million shares traded. Can we see that 1760 break? Not seeing it yet. This one continuing to push up. See, I was looking at BFRI for continuation as well, but I just did not really like how the ranges were. But it's looking like it's making some pretty nice moves here. 619 up to the 671 on their first push out. Big sell, 689 up to the 731. So it's definitely making some nice pushes here. But will it be as nice as FHTX? Coming down, consolidating on this level. Coming all the way back to the trend. Gave it time. Trying to break down that trend. Will it hold that trend? If not, I got to get on down. It does not want to go up. Had his chance to go green on the day and failed. Getting bought. Oh my goodness, that was a huge buy up. Can it get over the 1730s? So at this point, $17 is probably going to be that out for me. Because this thing should stay up over this trend if it's going to hold. Trend right now, the bottom of this, 1688. New trend on the intraday would be right through here. And that's still not even touching. It's just too steep of a trend. Gotta give it some time to kind of consolidate and maybe move higher. But as long as it doesn't hit my out, I'll be in this one. See if it can just follow it up. Actually, at this point, the trend has actually moved down a little bit as well. So it's like right in here. So the trend 1690-ish breakdown will be the break. I got my stop at 1685. Looking for it to just consolidate and maybe move higher. Good morning, fat boy. Oh, I think I already said that. Was that? Yeah, that was. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it is pulling back up. As long as it holds the trend, I'm okay with it. I'll move up with the trend if it wants to hold it. I want to see this thing start holding at 1750. That's the point where I'm like, okay, this thing is actually strong. Seeing the 1731, can we get that pop to the 1740s here? This count is about to close up in a few minutes. Just holding. Holding up there, nice. I like the way that they stayed away from the trend on this one. I do like that. So definitely gonna continue letting it play. Can it get that 1750 break and start to hold there? Let's look up here, BFRI. Still inching its way up. Let's see the moves here, 1713. This thing only up 9%. We got SOLY popped off here from the $20 up to the 22. What in the world is the reasoning for that? Share spike on Solly. Let's go look at this. SOLY. What is the reasoning? Does anybody know anything about Solly? SOLY? Let me go and look it up. SOL. Why can I not type in there? SOL. Let's see what's going on here. 11.55 million in the float. Shelf registration 2020. Yeah, so we'll see about that. SOLY looking real questionable. For some reason, Yahoo Finance is tripping. Let me open it in a new file. Okay, maybe it was just that one. FHTX coming on back down. Not looking like it. Oh, okay. I thought it came way down. It looked like it did at first. Just letting it get some consolidation. The next move point will be the $17 for it to hold, if possible. Want to see some more action come in on the volume though. Double top on the 15-minute for BFRI. Double top at the 759. It may give some moves down in a little bit. I know FHTX is definitely giving some moves down over here. Looking like it's trying to hold. Can it start getting this a nice little intraday trend here going? Would be so nice. Got a little bit of a trend right there. 1725. Can it hold this micro trend? That would be nice. Start holding up that 1750. Get green on the day. About to close this 15-minute candle in a few seconds. Can it consolidate around this level? Can it get another one of these pushes up? Because I know people be adding in this dip around here, especially with it having a micro trend and a overall trend here. About to close it in just a couple seconds, and we'll see what they want to do. Will this one go ahead and go down on the day? At this point, the overall trend is at the 1692, so I may start decreasing my risk here if I move it up to this level. 1692 or 1690s. I do 1689 for now. $16.89 is becoming that spot that I'm going to be looking to get out, but I'm not going to move it up until this thing decides which way it wants to go. Oh, BFRI pulling on back there. We'll see how far that wants to pull back. Looking like FHTX is not done going down. Did form a little micro trend here intraday. Want to see it get back above the 1750s and start holding there. Can we start getting some real movement above this 1750 level? Did a little breakout there. $17.50 coming back into play. It was a SOLY merger, 2260 share. Oh, okay, got you. That makes sense. A little bit. Man, can we see this red to green move? This was the whole plan of the day. Get the red to green move on FHTX. That was the plan. And right now, it needs to break back out of this downtrend that it has, which is actually moved up here to the $18 all the way up there. And then we have a bottom right through here. And we'll see if a nice little pennant forms here where it can kind of go higher. 1763. And this is the kind of trade that I would like to be in. One that I'm already in at a safe position and then just move my stop up. Because eventually I have no risk on this trade because my stop will be above my break even. Getting shorted there. They do not want this bad boy green on the day. 1690s. 1750, can you hold? BFRI. at the top behind a double top, still trying to go a little bit. $17.50. Can we get those 1760s up there? Or actually, can we just close? Or I was about to say, can we just close above the 1750s? Looking like it wants to come on down. Still got the micro trend here at the 1706. Then the overall trend coming on up. It'll be the 17 in a little bit. I'll be able to put a rock solid bottom in there at the 17. VWAP is at the 1737, 10 cents away. Can they push it back above VWAP? Almost to 1 million shares traded on this one. $17.37 coming back into play on a double bottom. Can we push back through the 1740s? Breaking down there. Not seeing those 40s come into play. Volume slowing down. A nice position at the 1725. Can they start moving up? 1726. Did get a higher open there. Let's see if we can start holding that 1750. Because it's pretty much got clear skies above this. At this point, the breakdown will be the 1695 of the overall trend. So move up my stop real quick. where is it currently? 1685, so 1689 right under the 90s. If it wants to crack down. Over here on this other chart though, where is it at? Yeah, 1690-ish. BFRI continue to grind up again today. Getting some nice moves there. Almost to 1 million shares traded on this thing. It needs to hurry up. SGMA came down, gave a nice little pop up. Actually, yeah, that's what I need to do. SGMA, I'll add that over here. What else? There is a stock called ETHE. Something to do with Bitcoin, huh? ETF cryptocurrency enforcement team. Department of Justice announced a national cryptocurrency enforcement team. They're coming to kick your door down. Okay. BFRI continuing to grind higher. Insanity. We'll see what happens later on in the day. Will it continue that motion? me go look over here at this one. This one's got a lot of work to do to get back up. It's a super low float. Had a big run day and then had this nice sell-off. Looking like over the course of these couple of days, it came up to this little high here. Big downtrend on that one. So not too fond of that. BFRI has not pulled down enough. It's just grinding. FHTX looking like it wants to take a dive. We'll see if anything happens with that one. Really would like it to hold up this 1690. Let's look around, waiting for that one to take a dip. This one had a huge wick right there. Does not make me feel good about it. I'll come back and check on some of these later on, I guess. Got about an hour and 30 minutes left. So we'll just let everything play around for now. All right, Lauren. Okay, opening up here again, holding these levels. Tightening up quite a bit on FHTX. Was not able to make it to 1 million shares traded. So at this point, it's anybody's guess of what it will do. Still risking that little $10 on this trade, and we'll see where it wants to go. BFRI giving another little dip try. Let's see what it wants to do here. Definitely made a nice move from the bottom though. If you got in on this little flat, you would have made about $1.30 per share. This thing just looks like it wants to take me out at this point. All right, can I spot anything else that's looking okay? ISIG. ISIG is coming off the bottom. Let's see, it took a nice little dip down. Let me go and look at that one. Huh. Has a top up here of the 22.73. Already went up here to the 21 today and gave back $3 worth of profits. Hmm. Let's see, let's see. Are you guys seeing anything else that may be giving opportunities at this point other than what I'm looking at? Anything that has good range on it, making those nice moves upward. STRN is always grinding, man. Well, oh, FHTX just took a little hop, didn't it? Wow, just opened up a lot higher for no reason. I like it. Like that sporadicness it's got. I'm gonna let it work its way all the way in here, and either it's gonna go up or it's gonna go down. We will see and let it play. Needs to break over that 1750 and start the hold. Actually, 1775 is the next point it needs to break. So it's got a nice little intraday downtrend as well here that it has working against it a little bit, which it kind of popped out of right there. So we'll have to see a new high to really put another trend in. Ooh, it's getting choppy. Can we see some green hit the tape? Getting bought up there. Can we get over the 1750s? SX or X. That's all good, man. I'll check them out. Cause either way it goes, yeah, X definitely ripped out of there. I don't know what the news was on X. Let me go check. Definitely ripped out of there. Green Breer team up on the new sustainable steel rail car. Vine IPO today sometime. Let me go look up Vine. Let's see. So what's that site? NASDAQ. DAC.com. Let's see about it. IPOs. Where those IPOs at? See what Vine's talking about. Oh, I need the IPO calendar is what I was looking for. There it is. All right, so Vine definitely opened up with a low float today. And there's an acquisition, but Vine, Fresh Vine, let me see what they do. Where's your company summary? Okay. Premier low carb, low calorie premium wines in the United States. Our wines have rapidly gained visibility, credibility, and a loyal national customer base. We craft and bottle all of our wines in Napa Valley. Okay, and believe that we are the premier premium option in the rapidly growing better for you category of wines. All right, all right, all right. Let's look at some of these numbers though. We intend to further expand our portfolio. product offerings in the future. Our wines are strategically priced between $15 and $22 per bottle. Okay. And we addressed looks like FHTX is getting a little pop. Got all the way up there to that top. Finally getting some pops out of here. Can we get above 1 million shares traded on FHTX? That would definitely bring it back on the scanner. Getting up to the 1795. Like I said, it's got pretty much open skies if it can hold above 1810 there. 1810. So 1798 popping there. Looking like it wants to get up to 18. Can it do it? Can we get some nice love for this stock here? All right, so right now, I need to move my stop up to the 17s, it looks like. So 1690, 16, nah, I'll wait. I'm gonna let it push. I wanna see it push first. Trying to stay green on the day, man. This thing's got to stay green on the day. Still fighting that downtrend. Very low volume at this point, but it's moving away from my entry price, so I'm okay with it. Needs to start holding that 1775. Kind of slowed down there, not getting any trades. Very suspicious. But it is holding this micro trend now. Got a little flat top here at the 18, which has been hitting and coming back down. I want to see it try it again. The gap fill up here is the 1834, if it can reach it. Will the buyers be willing to buy this dip or no? Also, let me go back and BFRI took a nice little dip down. ISIG continue. Oh yeah, that's done. I don't even want to see that no more. BFRI going down. Remove that. STRN was grinding up, going down as well. Everything getting capped off except FHTX. So we will see what it wants to do through these highs. Holding up that 1775. Definitely looking like I need to move up at least to my break even. But I'll give it a little time to play. I want to see a new red 15-minute candle way higher. And I'll be watching for that Vine stock as well. See what that wants to do. FHTX finally getting up to 1 million shares traded. Can we start pushing out and seeing 100,000 shares per candle? 18 getting hit very quickly. Can we get a continuation through that? Or are the shorts too heavy right there? 18 again. Can we see the 1801? Can we even see the 1790s? My goodness. Not even seeing the 1790s up here. We need to see a break and a hold of the 1810 is what we're looking for. Micro trend down here at the 1724. Can we get some consolidation? Getting bought up off those lows. Come on, man. You're above all the trends. You got a nice little trend going. Just hold. Hold at 1750. About to close this candle up in 15 seconds. They'll be above the 1750, and then we want to see some more consolidation. Nice. All right, so it was able to close that candle above 1750. Let's see what the next candle wants to do here on the 5-minute. Where you at? Where you at, candle? I do not see the new 5-minute candle. Okay, just opened up there. Vine just opened. Let's look at it. $8. Ooh, okay. I like it. Okay, what is this? 850, 835. Can it drop a little bit more or no? Is it not going to give us that satisfaction? 805s. Can we see the 825s hold up? 810s. 814. 13. Can we see the 8s hold up then? Gee whiz. Okay. 810s. 815. Not a whole lot of volume here yet. Coming on down, small little bounce. Can we see that 25? Very sporadic. 15 minutes still big red. Sixteen's coming up there. '40s. Drop back down to the 805s. Getting very poppy here. What time did this thing open? 10:50. Giving it some time. Coming on down. Breaking down the 8s. Giving it this first 15 minutes. Got a lot of trading to come on and do. FHTX still playing around up here. Go ahead and put my out. Let's see, 1725 break. Definitely probably be these spots. But since it's holding up green on this one, 1750 is becoming a better spot to be out. So I let it play. Wanted to hold up that 1750. Back over here, 1788. Coming on down. What are you doing? Let me see. Okay, there's that. All right, back over here. Let's see what this one wants to do. All the way under the 8. I'm waiting for the new 15-minute candle. Pushing on down there to the 777. Okay. Nice push down. Where's that beginning green? The first green 15-minute is what I'm looking for. 15 seconds. Can we get a nice little bounce up? Couple seconds left. 5 seconds. 75 looking like it wants to hold. Open there. 67. Does it still want to push down some? 77. It's a nice little $2 drop there. Very low float stock. Still not trusting it, man. This 15 minutes still going. These are the first 5 minutes. Still big red. And what is FHTX out here doing? Is it trying to come down again? This thing needs to stay up. 1750. So at this point, my break even is the 1716. I will bring it up there. 1716. If I get stopped out, oh well. It didn't want to go anyway. But I don't want to take a loss on something I don't need to. Put it at the 17 there for now. So risking 16 cents right now on that one. And Vine is what I want to get back over to. Boy, it's having a hard time keeping up with Vine's charts, isn't it? Where'd you go, Vine? Okay, there we go. Back up to the 8. VWAP way up there. 10 o'clock now. Getting shorted on down there. Holding up this bottom of the 763. Very, very small. Like nobody's caring about it. That's the thing I'm looking at. Nobody, like the volume should have been like boom, massive. Million shares on each candle. Not seeing that. Not seeing that at all. All right, Vine's still at the bottom down here. Just it's looking like it doesn't want to go anywhere else, but it's trying to hold up. The new 15-minute, we'll see what that looks like. If it can hold up the what's this, the 764. But I just don't see any kind of real action in this. The volume has decreased per candle. 400,000 down to 124, down to 9,000. 2 minutes left. Starting to get a little push back up. Just not, do I want to waste money on this, man? This thing's just not moving the way I like it. Because with the IPO, most IPOs that I've seen are the good ones, even when they're not low float, that volume comes in like a hurricane. I mean, just massive amounts of volume. But if they don't care, I don't care. That's the way I'm looking at it. FHTX continuing to stay above these trend lines. I just want to see that break. I'll hold this. I'll hold this for real. As long as it doesn't break down 17, I'll continue to hold it. Looking for that breakout of the 18, 19 level. SPY continuing to dump off here. Just shorts for days, man. Shorts for days. Looking for FHTX to form a new bottom somewhere. Or either push out of where it's at. Need to start breaking out of this 1775 level. Hey, as soon as I said it, it was like, hey, got you, bro. I got you. Let's see that 75 pop up here on the bid. Or at least the 70s. Anything in the 70s. Okay. Vine continuing down. Holding these levels a little bit. Still not seeing that volume come in. 10,000 shares traded. 10,000, 20,000 shares. Nah, bro. Nah, cuz. You tripping. Nah, bruh. You trying to slay me, and I shall not be slain. $75. Can we break it? Can we see them break it and push it on back into the green body of this previous candle? 1806. Oh, come on, man. You look so good for like an hour. Going back red, man. This thing does not want to hold up this 1750. Got a little bounce there, but I don't know. This thing's got a lot of wicks up here, so as long as it holds the 17, 16-cent risk is definitely okay. 35 shares, 16 cents. Let me see what that risk is looking like. Risk is $5.60 for a possible, $30. All right. So yeah. Don't really see anything looking great. I'm I'm continuing to watch Vine for maybe a possible pattern setup, seeing the to see the higher lows form, but it stopped at the 763. See support 763. We'll see what it wants to do from there. Can it hold that 1760? Back red on the day again. So it's just having problems pulling these red to green moves. Can it get that 1755 back up there? Got a downtrend here as well. So just building up, wondering, is this a flag pattern or what? Does it want to get out of here and go? Actually, I need to bring this up just a touch. Okay. So does this look like a flag pattern? I don't know. Looking at it, looks like, yeah, it kind of looks like a flag pattern, but it just needs to regain some strength. Vine weekly bouncing off the bottom here, 767 up to the 40 cents. So we'll see if it can start making higher lows for actual entry. This one getting a nice pop off that trend there. Want to see it work its way in here and do a nice breakout and go ahead and get through that 18 would be wonderful. It's 10:11. I will be leaving. I do need to leave early, but I'll update you guys on the site of what happens. If it wants to explode and go through the 18s, great. If not, I'll just stop out with a $5 loss. So risking 5 for maybe 35. So that's pretty good risk to reward. There's a nice little pop up there. All right, so this one's trying to do something. Man, I wish this chart would stop playing. Let's see, what is it? Fine. This always happens on IPOs. Sometimes the data just is wonky. Okay. So, wait a minute. This 15 minutes should have closed by now. This 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How long is this 15-minute candle going to last? I don't know. Can it make a higher low is what we'll be looking at for that one. $8 is starting to hold. This one giving some more little indications that it's going to be ready to push these shorts out of here soon. Time warp. That's what we need. Nah, I don't want to jump into the future and then end up that thing's at $55. Vine is at $55. Then I would cry. Not because I missed the trade, but because it's that many people that's like gonna be jumping on that kind of weak news. I don't even know if it can make this little $2 fall up. This bounce was very weak. It should have been more angled up. But this angle here is just looking like it's gonna be like shorts getting their position for it to go lower. So I don't know about that. This one forming a nice little intraday trend line going down from that top. Gotta break out of that. Coming into a pennant. So definitely a lot going on here. Can we hold that 1750 up? Biggest question of the day. Barely got 1,000,000 shares traded and everybody just forgot about it, which is a good thing because they may come back around 10:30 when they're like, oh no, this stock is a continuation stock. We can do this one. Let's see down here. ISIG continued to go down. ISIG is going, did it make another? Oh no, it still looks like it's on its way down a little bit. Let me look at that. ISIG, yeah. Thing's got a nice downtrend. Look at the daily chart getting squeezed down there. It's very close to going red on the day, 1750. So I don't know about that one. Very close. Like an inch more. Let's see, what's that? It's 1816, 1820s. Yeah, I don't know. That's a risky play right there on ISIG. This one pretty much sitting still, not getting any action anymore. Volume has completely died on it. So may end up taking me out if it doesn't start getting over into those 60s on the bid here. Okay, so Vine did come down, made a higher low. 775 could be a risk level if it can hold that up. 775. But we will see if this one wants to be a grinder. Still very low volume. Only 600,000 shares traded. And it's slowing down as well. Not liking any of this. Maybe it'll come back later on in the day, but for IPO, it's very unimpressive. STRN, still a little bit way too extended. It's coming down. ISIG trying to get up. Guess I'll continue watching that one. It's trying so hard. Had a bottom here, the 17. Very low volume. Once again, just like FH, the only reason I traded FHTX with that low volume is because it's a continuation stop. That's it. I traded that thing way before it got to a million. Okay, so it is holding up this previous bottom. We can use this as a little bit of a risk level if possible. This 775. So I am going to, because the volume is almost non-existent now. 775, and it's not getting any more push to the downside. So I wonder, could it check back in up here at the 8s? 775, there'll be a little bit of a risk. 86s. Can it hold up this 775? What do you want to do, Vine? Okay, so it did hold up there twice. So there'll be like 20-cent risk there. Still a huge red day. I don't know. This thing's flattening out a little bit too much, getting a little bit too unpredictable. I don't know which way it wants to go. So I'm just going to steer clear of that one. ISIG came up here and touched the 9 EMA, looking like it wants to come down some more. FHTX should be close to that. Oh, it already held through the first trend line. Still holding that other trend line that we were 1775 is the problem. Needs to get through that. Marcia up 50 cents on these little 35 shares, looking for this break. Looking hard, man. This would be a higher low up here though at 1760, so definitely looking okay. Is this a true flag pattern? Does it want to get going out of this? Is the question. Okay, Vine continuing down, back down to the 775 here. So again, glad I did not take that entry. It's just getting too tight. It's looking like shorts are gathering here, like literally a church service. They're like, yes, yes, Lord, and they're about to destroy some buyers. That's what it looks like. Bouncing up off that level again twice. So can it hold this 775? Can that be a problem area? break back over the 790s be where I'll be watching, but I see this thing falling now. Look at these numbers. Going down to the 67. Not looking too good. Yeah, that's not what I want to be a part of right there. Nope. Not today, devil. Going on down there. So yeah, I'm done with that. That's breaking previous lows. I don't want to play that game. Looks like this one finally broke. Don't know where it wants to go now, but I'll continue letting it do its thing. Volume should increase on it with it having this nice flag pattern. Should increase, but we never know. Looking to move my stop up as well to the new bottom. Why does it keep doing that? Hold up. Let me get this stop right. Where was I looking at? FHTX. There we go. Nice pop up to the 18s. 1810 is where we need to see it hold. So 32 bucks, almost up $1 per share. So letting it play. Looking for that nice continuation up here. 1814. So yeah, did get a good position. Will we see a full break of the 19 today? I do not know. It came up here and almost hit the top, which is the 1820, but was not able to push through it. So definitely could be a little dangerous. Can it hold up that 1775 now? It's holding up slowly. Want to see it hold at 18. Nice little micro trends. So it did break out of this previous one. And we'll see if it can set up any more. Almost 10:30. And I'm gonna be needing to get out of here, but I am gonna hold this position. At this point, I mean, I'm risking $5, but I can move it up to something higher. But I think I'm gonna leave it where it is at the $5 risk. And if it wants to break over 19, great. That's where I'm looking for that push to go today. But we will see. And taking this sweet, sweet time. Can we get that 1790 back up there on the bid? Or is it going to consolidate up here again? All right, so it slowed down again. Maybe if it breaks this top, people be more inclined to trade it for this gap fill up to the 1835. But as of now, not looking too incentivizing, I guess, for people. Doing the same move it did before, made a nice little dip down, then consolidated, then went higher. So that's what I'm looking for. Continuations on those moves. ISIG did end up going down. Vine hit the bottom down here of the 766. And yeah, I'm not in love with that one. 1790s need to start holding. Can we start breaking over those 90s? Get some buyers here. Knock this thing all the way back up over the 18. These 15-minute candles though are not looking good at all. 1760. It's coming up on 10:30, so it's coming up on that questionable time of the day. If it does not want to break here, we may be in a nice dangerous situation for a nice fall. Can we see the 81s pop up there? Anything above the 80s? Not seeing it, but there is a nice size at the 80. Hopefully it doesn't break down this kind of action. There's the 90s coming up there. Can we see it jump into and hold the 90s here? $94. So it did open up higher. Can it get a higher low now? This is the initial one down here to the 1702. Now it's all the way up here. It needs another one to be built. Or it can just go. It doesn't matter to me. Will the 18s break here? 1799, 1805, 1809. Pushing into the body of this candle now. Needs to hold the 1810. I will be holding this throughout the day. And I'll probably sell later on the day, but I'm definitely I got to get off of here. But so far, 32 bucks, and we'll see if it wants to actually break that 1820. Let's see. So at this point, 1716 was the break even. So I put 1725. See, where's red on the day? Yeah, 1725 will be completely red on the day, but it'll still be a green trade for me. So that's why I'll jump out and collect those little profits if it does not want to continue. So yeah, that's where I put it. 1725 here. Still a green trade, but just not as much green taken. Really looking for this thing to get back into the body of this candle. 1810 break and hold. All right, let me start getting ready to get out of here. I'll keep it streaming until I get ready to actually leave. But we'll see where it goes. But I got to get ready to go. All right, this thing looking like it wants to crack down. Let's see if it holds up. Where was my stop? 1725. Give it a little bit of time. If it goes back red, man, I gotta be out this thing. This is tripping. Not looking too good at all. Wow, the spy took a little dip, didn't it? Just a little bit. SPY is definitely falling. Still going down. We'll see if FHTX is going to care about the SPY falling. Anyway, about to get out of here. One Life. Where do I go? I'm going to the server room. I'm into IT security. So twice a week, I have to actually go into the actual server room to make sure that there's no physical errors or physical intrusions on the site, and that's where I go. But I'm gonna let this play out, and I will update you guys. Well, I mean, I may be holding it until tomorrow with the way it's looking on the daily chart, as long as it doesn't come back down too far. But we will see. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Check out frameworkfortune.com. Ben is offline now. He said it wasn't looking good. He saw the SPY dumping, so he just stopped trading. That may be a good idea, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna continue holding. Of course, it's gonna be a green trade no matter what. It'll be a smaller one if it doesn't just blow up, but it's whatever. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.